Olivia Rodrigo just confirmed her first single from her new album, and this changes everything. We now have the title, the release date, and a clearer idea of how this new era for Olivia might sound. So let's talk about it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Flame Entertainment and Sports. It's your boy Rob here. Hope everyone's doing good out there. And today we're talking all things Olivia Rodrigo. So let's start with the news. Olivia has officially announced her upcoming album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, will be released on June 12th. And just off the title alone, there's already a lot to unpack. Because when you hear the title, it makes you think, is Olivia going to show us what was really going on behind the scenes during her most recent relationship versus what we actually saw in the public eye? And that's why this era feels like it could be the most layered era so far in Olivia's career. This might not actually be about what happened during the relationship, but what Olivia was actually feeling inside throughout this relationship. And now we also have a official confirmation from Olivia herself that the first single off of this album that will be released is called Drop Dead, and it'll be coming our way on April 17th, so just a couple weeks away. And speaking of this upcoming single called Drop Dead, I want to shout out Lacey Liv, aka Beth. You guys should check her out on Instagram. She does great work covering Olivia Rodrigo on a daily basis. She actually put the clues together and figured out that Drop Dead will be the first single release, and that it will be released on April 17th, prior to Olivia actually confirming the news of the upcoming single. And now that it's official, this might be the first step into actually shaping what this new era of Olivia Rodrigo music may sound like. And that leads into the teaser clips that she posted on Monday, April 6th. She posted a reel of herself in 4 different cities: London, Paris, New York, and LA. It was her putting a locket on fences in these 4 major cities. And that also shows the type of vibe she's going for is a literal international type of album where she's trying to get the whole world to listen to this upcoming album of hers. And these quick clips of her leaving stuff behind in these 4 major cities could be her showing that she's leaving puzzle pieces of her past relationship in each of these cities. And something that came to my head right away when Olivia first announced the name of the album itself was Olivia actually in love with the person she was with, or was she in love with the idea of being a relationship that was so beloved by the public? And I think that's something that many people struggle with. So I feel that Olivia, as always, she's going to be vulnerable and she's going to be very relatable to all the fans out there who listen to this upcoming album. And I feel like we might even get some hints that perhaps people around Olivia throughout her past relationship gave her signs or gave her warnings from time to time. But it may have been that Olivia was just simply caught up in the moment. And I think that's something super relatable that many people have gone through. And now to get into the trajectory of Olivia's career, of course, it all started off with Sour. And on the Sour tour, she performed in, theaters across the world. Then for the Guts World Tour, she moved on to arenas, which of course, are bigger venues around the world. And now for this upcoming album, I feel that the next logical step in Olivia's career is to do her first ever stadium tour. I actually got to see Olivia during the Guts World Tour a couple years ago. She had a show here in Miami, and that was actually the first concert I ever went to by myself. But that's not even what stood out to me. The fact that I was by myself at a concert. What stands out to me to this day is the type of environment and how in sync the crowd was with every single word of every single song. It just felt like we're all united as one big group, just enjoying the greatness of our favorite artists. So just imagine if Olivia was able to draw that type of atmosphere in arenas. Just imagine what she could do in these even bigger venues, such as football stadiums and soccer stadiums around the world. Another thing to point out related to Olivia and her touring and her career so far, you think to go back to Sour really quick, her first tour, she had Gracie Abrams open for her. And now we look at Gracie, and Gracie's doing her own shows. Then for the Guts World Tour, we had Chappell Roan open for Olivia. And then, of course, now Chappell Roan is a star in her own right. So now the next step is who's going to open for Olivia this time, because it's obvious that it's become a pedestal for Gracie and for Chappell to elevate their careers and gain an even bigger following. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to see who Olivia decides to bring on the road with her for her third tour. Another key point I want to emphasize here about Olivia and her upcoming album, I actually appreciate that Olivia's taking so much time in between Guts and in between this third upcoming album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. The reason I appreciate it is because, to me, it's Olivia showing that she cares more about the art of music itself, and she's showing her true passion for music rather than just trying to take advantage of her popularity and just putting out song after song and doing, show after show just to take advantage of her current popularity. Rather than doing that, she's actually showing that she's super passionate about this and that she cares about every single detail that she puts into every single song that she releases out there for the world to hear. And I really appreciate that. And I think it's something that Olivia should be given credit for because she's truly giving it her all and really showing the passion she has for the craft that she loves so much. Next up, I want to shout out another Instagram fan page, inside.or. They do great work there. They're reporting that currently on Apple Music and Spotify, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love is currently the most pre-saved album out there, which isn't shocking because people have been waiting for a couple years now for Olivia to release some music. And now the fact that we're getting closer and closer, it makes it even more exciting. It makes complete sense that people are already pre-saving this upcoming album. And I truly feel this will be the biggest era so far in Olivia's career. Obviously, she started off with a bang with Sour, then she went even bigger with Guts, and now You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love is just going to take her to another stratosphere. And I think it's going to show even more trueness to who Olivia really is as a person, not just as an artist. And I feel that she's, gotten older, she's matured more, and she's learned more about the music industry. Even a couple months ago, there was news that she kind of changed management. She kind of let go of some people that are part of her team. I think Olivia's been able to take a step back and learn from the many experiences she's had already in the music industry at such a young age. And she's kind of realized, I can be myself. I don't have to listen to, so-and-so people at these different record labels and, don't let me get out what I truly want to get out there in my art. I truly feel this is going to be the most authentic version that we've seen so far in Olivia's short music career. And as I said, I know this will be the biggest album so far in Olivia's career. With that said, I might have to start pushing the hashtag LivvyGo agenda more. Let me know what you guys think about everything. What are your expectations for this upcoming album, for this upcoming single, Drop Dead? And once again, it comes out April 17th. Let us know all your thoughts and excitement for this new era of Olivia Rodrigo. And please make sure to keep up with us on Instagram and TikTok at @theflame_ES. Until next time, everyone, take care.